Today, I want to talk about dreams with you. Something we've lost in culture, which is so sad to see, is we've lost this vision of the American dream. There's many reasons for that, and don't even think about what kind of reasons have been programmed in your own mind by society. Why we don't think there's an American dream anymore. And I want to share with you something that I wrote 5 years ago, and I used to write a lot. I would post my writings, really, just long form essays, I'd say. I'd post them on LinkedIn and Facebook primarily. And this one got the most attention, the most comments, the most people talking about it. So let's hop in. I'm going to try to say this with the same amount of emotion that I felt as I wrote this years ago. And I wrote this, to give you some context, I wrote this around the time I was a couple of years in a business and I first started waking up to what this world really is and what it can be, and not the world that I was taught to see, not the blinders that society and my, maybe parents and friends and families and teachers and pastors had layered over my eyes, with this kind of dim fog over life. People project onto you what they think you should believe, and which is usually, of course, what they believe, right? We want to feel understood and feel connected and feel on the same page with other people. So if you have a dark and dim and pessimistic view of reality, you're going to share that with other people to try to give everyone on the same page as you, right? So let's dive in. Tears are running down my face as I write this to you now. We've all been raised, let me rewind, quotations here. We've all been raised on television to believe that one day we'd all be millionaires and movie gods and rock stars, but we won't. And we're slowly learning that fact. And we're very, very pissed off. This is a quote from the movie Fight Club. I took this to heart in college. Deep in my core, I felt this was true. I looked all around me at all of us drinking the days and nights away, not knowing what any of us would be doing with our lives, not wanting to think of the future. The typical college life for most of us, mainstream people. Going to classes we wish we could bring a mattress and pillow to. Wake up, Adderall, study, Starbucks, Red Bull, Scantron, number 2 pencil, ramen, Four Loko, repeat. Switching majors because we don't know what the fuck we're really doing. All-nighters studying at the last minute because procrastination is life. Skipping classes just because we can. Sleeping in because the class attendance isn't mandatory or hungover. Asking parents for money, taking out bigger loans, or just being broke because college ends, but the work never does out there in the real world. Most of our friends, older friends at least, either moved back home to work, transferred around, bartended or served too long, or they graduated and landed a 40, 50K a year job in something they usually didn't major in corporate America. I didn't feel there was much to look forward to. Cubicle and a computer, marriage, 2 kids, a dog, 200K house, now 300K house, I'd say. Church, a used BMW, and a vacation once a year when I put in a couple months early to get my paid time off. College is the most fun you'll ever have, kid. Enjoy it while it lasts. It's hard out here in the real world. Well, now I'm here. And all I have to say is fuck you. Fuck you to anyone who painted a dark picture of this world in my mind. I've finally caught a glimpse of what this world has to offer. To all of you in school and in college, or starting out in your careers in the world, or just drifting along in whatever place you're at in life, looking for something more. This life you want and picture in your head, it's real. The dreams that you had when you were a kid aren't just dust in the wind. The imagination you used to let travel through your mind as you ran through the woods with your friends, as you imagined life as it should be, as you watched movies, all of that is real. Because the movies you remembered and loved, we all have to realize that you're now the actor and the world is your stage. This is your story, and you write the script every day. This life is your drawing, your painting, not anybody else's. And the world is going to attempt to program ideas in your mind to hold you back, to anchor you to where they are in life. Many of us are born in average families in average places, and we get shackled and limited by the beliefs and ideas and opinions of that who we surround ourselves with and those who we were raised around. Even if you get away for years, it can be very hard and very difficult to break free of that, to get out of the cycle, get out of the loop, get out of the matrix, right? All this is a tangent, by the way. So this is your story, and you write the script every day. Excitement, adventure, purpose, creativity, magnificence, action, seduction, beauty, power, energy, passion, mystery, alive. This is the real world, my friend. So don't let anyone project their own limitations and negative beliefs onto you and your soul. They're the ones living in their own self-made misery. Not everybody gets the good life. This is obvious. We know this if you look into culture for 1 second, or even your own family and friends. Life isn't fair, and we all have different things and different ideas and different skills. Creating your dream life is a process. It's step by step that you have to keep writing and changing consistently every day. We all get there on a road. We all have a path that's set out for us. There's some journey that's meant for you and meant for me. We have this destiny to achieve, but the secret to finding that destiny and seeking that destiny is found in always doing what you know you should do. And what you should do, what I should do, is always what we're choosing to avoid. Every time you pick up the phone, you click on the screen, it's just, for the most part, right? Because most of it, when I talk to people, they call it stress scrolling, or just searching for stimulation in the moment. It's not intentional. It's not like you woke up, had a great day, and I'm going to decide to watch The Expanse TV show tonight. I want to watch a couple episodes. I'm going to start them at 8 or 9. Or after I get all my work done. You kind of get off work and then boom, you just end up scrolling for like an hour or so. Every time we do that, every time we slip away and we get distracted, we're stepping off of our path, off of our journey, and away from the destiny that's meant for us. So your path is something that you have to grab the map and compass to and walk down. And none of it's easy. Walking down that road, when Frodo picked up his rucksack and grabbed Samwise Gamgee and strolled off into the wilderness, that entire journey was tough. It's extremely tough. That's why the story is so grabbing and engaging to us. That's why the books were bestsellers, because the shortest, meekest, just humble kid, basically, boy, saved the world. He wrote out his own hero story, and I think that strikes some unconscious chord in all of us that We don't really know what we're capable of. How far have we really gone? How much have we really tested ourselves? How many years of persistent effort and dedication have we put into becoming who we know we should be, into that better version of ourselves, living down that better path? So what's awesome is you're a human. What matters is the experience. What matters is that you're happy. What matters is that you're alive and going after what you want. And to touch on happiness right there, a lot of people don't know where they're running at. Where you're running at is like, where is your limit right now in terms of your happiness? You might think that you're happy, but you might be running at 40% of your capacity for happiness and fulfillment. You might be feeling a lot of pleasure in the day-to-day, but are you feeling joy where no matter what happens, you feel secure, you feel safe, you feel fulfilled? This space inside of you, this soul, this part of your being feels whole and connected all of the time. No matter where you're at, that's a different level of happiness. That's what I think true happiness, part of it at least, looks like. So I changed that shitty quote from earlier from that movie Fight Club in the 90s. We've all been raised on television to believe that one day we'd be anything we wanted. And we will. And we're slowly learning that fact, those of us that search for it. And we're very, very excited to be alive. I want you to be excited for this world. So change your script. Write exactly what's on your heart each day. You already know every movie ends. Yours will too. Make sure it's what you wanted.